The following game has no ESRB rating posted on their Steam page, nor is there a listing as to what restrictive content may be seen in the game. However, if you look at one of their cinematics on their Steam page, you see the logo for the ESRB, and it appears to have a E10 plus rating from the ESRB. That means that the content in the game is only appropriate for anyone aged 10 and up. So therefore, if you are under the age of 10, you should not be watching this video. You have been warned.
Greetings and salutations, I am Outlier, and I bid you welcome to this channel. Joining me today is, of course, my usual co-hosts, Snowball and Wolf. And today we're returning back to Slime Rancher. Well, the answer to that is simple. I've collected a ridiculous number of PC and console and other types of video games and even physical games. There's only about a dozen or so I actually feel like playing at any one particular point in time. And it's been a while since I played Slime Rancher, so I figured why not? I did enjoy the game. I will admit it's not my usual style of gameplay, or at least what in the past I would consider my usual style of gameplay. Those are more sci-fi fantasy RPG and strategy games. However, I'm also a fan of Harvest Moon style games, so people are complex beings. Even though I try to deny it, I am human. Therefore, I am a complex being. I mean, I can do this. Exactly. I can even do it with both hands. So the premise of Slime Rancher is, well, it's as advertised. You run a ranch full of slimes, and you feed and you care for them. You keep them in pens. You care for them. Well, technically, you poach them from the local wildlife. You throw them in rather small pens, usually multiple copies of the same slime. You feed them, wait for them to poop, and then you gather the poop and sell it for profit. Uh, can you really argue that it's unethical if the slimes are immortal and they don't seem to mind? But that's the basic loop of the game. There is a story to it, I believe. Or at the very least, the former owner of the ranch uh, left your character messages reminiscing about various things before he wandered off and ended up God knows where. I'm not certain if the overarching corporation that you technically work for knows where he is, or even if he had their blessing when he left. But he's not around, and you have inherited his ramshackle shack with empty plots. And it's your job to rebuild the farm and make it profitable. At least what passes for profit in this game. Don't actually know. Maybe reading more into this than normal. But anyway, this game is of course made by... Thank you again. And that being said, let us begin.
So, this is the farm. This is the poop market, plort market. Oh, we have mail. This is some sort of little ornament that we picked up from somewhere. These are various kinds of slimes. These are regular, normal, average, everyday slimes. That one was going all crazy for some strange reason. Okay, so that's shoot, absorb. Okay, so the little diamond thingies are the plorts, the poop that the slimes make, and of course the little round thingies are of course the slimes. So we're just going to empty out the pink slime plort, the pink slime pen of all plorts, because I feel it seems like a good idea at the time. We're not going to take the fruit. And we're just going to put all the slimes back. Alright, so in addition to pink slimes, which are your standard average, everyday, normal slime, there's a multitude of different slimes. In fact, each one of these pictures is a plort for a different kind of slime. And we currently only have access to technically 3 kinds of plorts. The pink ones, the rock ones, and the tabby ones. We'll get to these 2 in a brief minute. And then we also have luminous plorts, which are made by luminous slime, or phosphorus slimes I should say, which would make the plorts actually phosphorus plorts. But I don't have any of those on account of phosphorus slimes die in direct sunlight, and while I could build a pen that protects them from the daylight, they also fly, which means they can get out, and the roof net only lasts for so long. So in addition to pink slimes, we also have these guys. These are largos, which are larger slimes made by combining 2 different slimes. No, you do not get out. You do not get out. So there were 5 of them. It's been so long I've actually forgotten the controls. That's funny. So a largo is basically a combination of 2 different slimes. So you start with one kind of slime, feed it a plort of a different kind of slime, and it takes the... Did I mention slimes are rather bouncy? Stay in there. Oh, there was an extra technical. These cube berries are hard to come by, so I'm trying to not let the slimes eat them. In fact, if we were really smart, which I will admit there's no guarantee, as I was trying to say, if I was really smart, I would just simply build another garden. Just have the funds for it. take one of these cube berries. And plant it. Alright, so the heartbeat field is now fully upgraded. It's probably what this episode's basically going to be, just me upgrading everything. So I currently have 2 pens, one of pink slimes and another of rock tabby largos. I should probably feed them something. What exactly? Veggies and meat. I think cube berries are fruit. Because I know it looked like at least one of the largos looked hungry. So what I'm going to do is take these heartbeats, which I think are classified as vegetables, and fire them off into the pen. Yeah, okay. So that way they have something to eat. Unlike normal-sized slimes, when largos get ridiculously hungry, they start, well, they get angry. We'll just dump the rest of the cube berries in there. So you just want to keep, basically it's a simple loop. You gather slimes, you feed them, they poop, you get the poop, and sell it. However, it should be pointed out that it's a little bit more complex than that. The plorts that you sell, each one has a different price. Each one has its own price, so different plorts, depending upon how rare or valuable they are of different values. So pink slimes are found practically everywhere, so they'll be the ones with the lowest value. And what makes it complicated is that these prices aren't actually fixed. Every day they will change depending upon supply and hidden values for supply and demand. So now that we've wasted an entire day, let's simply go into the house. This is our character, 3, I believe her name is. Beatrix, I'm sorry. So this is our newest male. Hi, Beatrix from Ogden Ortiz. The name's Ogden Ortiz. I'm a slime rancher much like yourself, but I mostly fancy myself as a farmer. I came to the far, far range to grow fruits and veggies the way we used to back on Earth, by getting down into the soil and getting your hands dirty. Do you know that carrots improve your night vision? Yeah, seriously, they do. I don't see why all ranchers just aren't gobbling them down every chance they get. Being lost out on the range at night can be so dangerous. Well, don't let me ramble on, you hear? We'll be in touch via the range exchange. I tend to only raise slimes that eat fruits and veggies, so expect those kinds of requests from me. Looking forward to doing business with you. O period. P.S. Ever hear of gilded ginger? It's a mythical veggie that is said to be the favorite food of the equally mythical gold slime. Some say that neither of them actually exist.
Well, having played this game before, I can assure you that gold slimes really do exist. It's just they can't be ranched, so.
Let's sleep until morning, because much like real life, bad things come out of night. I should also mention, this is not Earth. This is some random planet known as the Far, Far Range, where these slimes live. So this is the ranch exchange. So this is Ogden Ortiz. I'm working on a new recipe. Help me out. Alright, so he needs 6 carrots, 4 pogo fruit, and 4 cube berries. And in exchange, he'll give me 5,000 currency, 4 tabby plorts, 3 rock plorts, and 2 lumen phosphor plorts. So these are my chickens. Yes, I raise chickens to feed. the slimes. In case you haven't guessed, everything that I do is for the feeding of slimes. Stay in the pen. Alright, so all 5 of them are still in there. So all 5 of them were still in there, as I see one flying above the net. I think they're actually getting smarter. They're learning how to jump the fence. Which is technically the last thing I need. What else do I need? One, two, three, 4. And one of them actually did jump the net. Get back inside. I know I should technically wait until prices are at their peak, but something tells me the slimes won't. Purchase an air net for this thing. Music box, which plays soothing tunes to greatly reduce slime. Actually, you know what? Let's build the port collector. Gather the ports, although I probably should have built it over here. So the air net should technically prevent them from bouncing out, although it's got a limited life, and every time it gets taken out, it needs to recharge. We also built this port collector, so every time there's a port, every time they feed and poop out plorts, it gets collected here, which I can then extract. I can't shoot them back in. Technically, the prices for the pink plorts are actually better today than they were yesterday. By 1 whole coin. Alright, so how many cube berries do I need? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so carrots are probably going to be rather hard to get. Those aren't... You know what, I'll just leave them there for now. Stuff doesn't actually decay or go bad or spoil in this game, so it should be safe. The problem was going to be carrots, because the only way to get carrots is to go out. Because I don't have a carrot farm yet. I should get a carrot farm. So this is... the dry reef, the first area outside of your ranch. For those who didn't see the last episode. so we managed to gather enough we managed to gather enough vegetables for Ogden. Build the port collector here. And the music box. Don't have enough for anything else. So if we look at the map, this is the dry reef. It basically goes around in this way. And there are other areas I can get access to, but I just haven't unlocked those yet. And for right now, what's probably going to happen is that I'm just going to go around, gather up various things. I would say my chicken, but I think they ate it first before I could get to it. Ah, more star milk from Amuchi Miles. Just gather some carrots. Pog. See, it looks like we can actually get around this way. Alright, so this is the tabby slime. It eats the meat. And eventually we'll probably find a rock slime. I think maybe. Yeah, no, that's the sea. Since we technically can't swim because that's not actually water. We fall in there, we basically pass out and end up back on the ranch. No one explains how we managed to get back on the ranch and not dead, but it happens, so I guess we deal with it. Just gonna gather spare fruits and vegetables. Carrots I want to take back and plant. Could always get more chickens. Or hens as they're called. Because unlike fruits and vegetables, the chickens, or the hens and the roosters actually do grow old. So even though I have a roostro and a couple of hens in my chicken pen right now, they will eventually grow old and stop making chickies, well, chicks, so. Okay, so, well, I guess there is no fall damage. So this is a third kind of slime called a Gordo, and usually they are what keeps you from progressing. They're usually in the way of something, or they block a key or something which you need to unlock a new area, and you get past them by feeding them until they explode. Unfortunately, requires a ridiculously large amount of food, probably more than I actually have. Yeah. They basically just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger until they explode. And these are the rock slimes, and it looks like they've actually, a couple pink slimes have eaten a couple rock quartz, which means that they are now technically pink rock slimes. Hopefully they don't eat any other kinds of plorts. Well, because if a largo eats a different kind of plort from what it well, if a slime eats a different kind of plort from what it is, it becomes a largo, which is a combination of the two slimes, the slime that was originally and the slime that created the plort it ate. If a largo were to eat a plort that isn't of its two kinds, then it becomes what's known as a tar, which is an unstable slime variant and incredibly hostile. Known for attacking and even eating or consuming other slimes and even ranchers. And you can fight tars with the water and the water cannon that I happen to have. I know I said I wanted more hen-hens, but, okay, and see, this is slime going pop. I didn't knew it took that little. I probably would have simply used the pogo. Alright, and that's a phosphorus slime. Apparently it's out in the day, and they're going after a chicken. They've eaten a chicken. Okay, so in addition to that box full of slimes and a cube berry, I also picked up what's known as a slime key. That is what unlocks the gate, which allows me to proceed into a new area. New area means new kinds of slimes. New kinds of slimes means new kinds of plorts, and new kinds of plorts means I'm going to need more pens. So let's hurry back to the ranch. Pogo fruit into the pink plort area. Yeah, so this is an elder hen-hen. This is what happens when they grow too old to reproduce. Which is probably going to be my problem because I only have one roostro, and once he gets too old to reproduce with the hen-hens, that means no more chickens. Hopefully a couple of these little chickadoos, I believe they're called. Yeah, chickadoos. Will grow up to become roostros. Because if not, then I get to go hunting for more chickens and having to fight everything between, well, here and there. So it should be noted that pretty much every slime has its own favorite food, and if you feed a slime that food, you get 2 plorts instead of 1. So grab all the plorts. However, no illusions that, given the fact I've already sold some plorts earlier today, the prices will drop for tomorrow. Yeah, there's still 5 in there. Okay, so if we look at slimes, the pink slime has no favorite, so you can never actually get 2 different plorts from a single slime, and they'll eat pretty much anything, so fruit, vegetables, and meat. Rock slimes will eat veggies, and their favorite food is actually the heartbeat, so should technically be getting, well, no, because for the Largos, their favorite food's the same, so. Tabby slime, its meat and their favorite food is the stony hen. I just have regular hens as opposed to stony hens, but because they're Largos and I'm feeding them heartbeats, I should still get double the plorts. So, okay. I almost forgot what I was going to do. So let's get the air net for the rock tabbies. So the auto. Could get the solar shield, which is a solar shield which encases a corral in a dim shade, protecting slimes sensitive to light, but that's only for the phosphorus slimes, and as I said, they fly anyway, so even if I get an air net and a shield, they'll eventually bounce into it, break through it, and just fly off. And then probably end up dying. Because, with my luck, they'll do it in the middle of the day. Let's clean up their pen. And this is their feeding trough. It's filled with heartbeats. And then periodically heartbeats will dispense and they'll eat them. Producing plorts, which then get automatically collected here, so I don't have to go in and start sucking up slimes. I was going to say, I think I'm actually out of plots, but I still technically have these 2. So let's put another garden. Actually, I don't have enough for another garden. So I could technically continue working through the day, well, through the night, but let's read the star mail. So, no subject from Moochie Miles. Well, it seems like another wannabe rancher has signed up for a lonely existence on a faraway space rock. Congrats, Beatrix. I'm Moochie Miles, that's Miles, as in Tatsuya Miles the billionaire. I'm here to do important business for my dad, but that doesn't mean I won't make all the rest of these backwater types out here look bad in the process. No one conquers the plort market like I do, day in, day out. My dad gives me the inside tracks, so look forward to my requesting plorts that I know will make me huge profits later on. So wish you the best of luck, Beatrix. Maybe you'll even reach 2nd place. At the very least, you can tell your friends that you helped out the great Mochi Miles in her conquest, Mochi Miles, in her conquest of the far, far range. Later, Tater. Mochi Miles' top rancher. Okay, I already don't like her. Never met her, but I already don't like her. Sleep till morning. And so we wake up. Yeah, see the prices for the rock and well, for the pink rock and tabby plorts is decreased, as I figured it would. Alright, so this is an extension to the ranch, the overgrowth. Basically, it's more forest-themed area, or savanna-themed area, I guess you would probably call it. Whereas over here, we have the grotto, which is more of a cave-themed area. Dark and gloomy cave above the sea, and likely the first chapter to that novel of yours. Both of them I can't actually get into because there's a force field in the way, and I have to pay for the privilege of working that land. Something tells me this is the last thing. Oh no, there actually are more heartbeats growing. Well, I maxed out the heartbeat repository, so let's dump more. So let's dump them into here. Go back and collect these 2 random heartbeats. Put them back in here. Okay, so still only have 1 rooster. I have this weird feeling that's all we're going to actually get. Oh, and there's also a 3rd area off behind here, which is the lab, which allows you to begin your career as an amateur unlicensed slime scientist, which unlocks for 10,000 gold. Well, 10,000 coin. Say, why are these guys still hungry? But I don't have an auto feeder here. Just a plort collector, so we'll feed the Q berries to these guys. Pick up this heartbeat. Dump it back into the dispenser. Now the price is technically decreased, but we need the coins, so let's take these ports out. There's some of the ports out. Because we're going to need money to start growing carrots. Because I like being able to grow 1 of every kind of thing. So we're not growing carrots. The rest of the carrots can go in here. So let's go explore. Some more hens and chickadoos. I'll leave them to the slimes. Now, if memory serves, there are technically 2 areas that branch off that could eventually unlock with the key. Grabbing these hens. So if we look at this, so H is the prior rancher, the person we took over the ranch from. So this entire cave system was sealed off from a cave when I first discovered it. Maybe that's why the fellows up ahead are so grumpy they haven't had a bite in a long time. In case, don't let that long-awaited bite come from you in a rump. Bring some food along to calm them down. So up here are some pink rock slimes, I think. No, pink phosphorus slimes, I'm sorry. And these are largos who haven't had anything to eat in quite a while. So they basically get angry. So a slime that hasn't eaten just basically goes hungry and kind of doesn't look all smiley. It's kind of like that. A largo, if they haven't eaten for a while, will look like that, and then they'll get angry, which is the all basically looking like that. And When they get angry like that, they will start attacking you. So your options are to either feed them or douse them with water. Okay, I don't think the dousing with water actually works, so let's just proceed on. So this is the cavern. It's home to other kinds of slimes. I can use the slime key to open it up. Just sneak past all these guys. And those are tars, which I mentioned. They are what the water kills. And they are what happens when a largo eats a third floor. What the heck was that? Let's just stock up on water real quick. I believe we will continue this way. Yeah, I think this is the way I want to go. That's just a hen. That's the stony hen. I don't think I got the second stony hen. I don't think I also need a stony rooster. But this is the entrance to the second unlocked area that I could use the slime key on. A forest environment, if I believe. So I have two options. The other one's probably easier to get to. The part of me wants to unlock the other range first. But I think it's closer. So I'm not certain, but I believe this tabby largo over here either unlocks a teleporter to get to this area, which I don't have access to on the other side, or it's what gets me the second slime key. But since the tabbies only eat meat, and I'm kind of short on chickens, it's probably going to be a while before I can blow that Gordo up. I say that as I grab like 5 chickens. Some chickadoos. So yeah, let's use the slime key for this. And so opens Indigo Quarry, all the remains of a mining project that quickly went bust. And if we look at what I think his name is actually Heinrich, or Henrik, I was always happiest when I was by my lonesome. Places like this old quarry really suited me. Nice and quiet and mostly empty, so I figured that life on the far, far range would suit me just as well. And well, wouldn't you know it, I came all this way and the first person I see, well, she changed how I saw things, I guess. Quiet wasn't good anymore, I liked her laugh. So, we get access to a new area and new kind of slime. So look, that's a lucky slime. Feed it things and it gives you money. Oh look, odd onions. And heartbeats. So I wouldn't trust this onion, even less so than a normal onion. So there's other kinds of slimes as well. This is the first new slime that we meet, the lava slime. And my inventory is currently filled, so I couldn't take it with me even if I wanted to. Not that I have space for spare. I will, however, take the chickadoos. I'm sorry, not lava, boom slimes. They also eat meat. So, boom slimes are as advertised, they go boom. Let us proceed on. And here we have a rock Gordo. And a crate. Let's not break that crate just yet. My inventory is currently full. What are you? Oh, a map of the Indigo Quarry. Okay, cool. So it looks like I can hop down here and go this way. So it looks to be more, simply more rock, pink, and boom slimes. More vegetables. I don't know. What was that? So I don't have space for them, but I will take the chickadee. And here we have some water. And the ever popular water slime, or puddle slime. Like other slimes, the puddle slimes don't actually eat anything, but they do require a constant supply of water. And this bridge is broken with more slimes over there. I'm going to need an upgrade to cross that. Oh look, Henrik has more to say. Used to come here when I needed a good soak. It's a great way to clear your head. Sometimes I catch a puddle slime blush and I could never tell if it was because I was in my bathing suit or not. Do they even have... I was going to say, do they even have cheeks to blush, let alone blood to actually cause the blushing effect? Alright, so those are some tars. Quite a lot of tars. I should probably go back and get more water. And this is a treasure pot. Look, that's a treasure pot. It is currently locked. And I need to come back with as many vegetables as I can carry in order to feed that rock Gordo until he explodes. I actually made that jump. I was not expecting that. Take the second odd onion. Alright, that's not the way back. Guess I'll go up this way. Or I don't go up this way. Maybe I do go up this way. Just not this way. And this gets me back to the reef. I thought I heard more chickens, but I think the slimes ate them. Which is their wont to do. I'd often come to the area of the reef just to... I don't know what that was for. No, just to collect a bunch of free pink plorts. Completely forgot. I wanted to feed all the chickens to Alright, so the options for the coop, I don't think, I can't remember if I actually purchased any yet, are about high walls to keep chickens in and hungry slimes out, spring grass, which attracts scuttlebugs that the chickens love to eat, and then the hens will produce eggs twice as fast, and then the vitamizer, which is the latest and advanced poultry tech. The vitamizers base chickens and vitarays, allowing them to grow into healthy hens and roosters twice as fast. Don't know if it also increases their complete aging. Let's go with the spring grass. Why don't we? Let's actually remove the crops and put in an odd onion. If memory serves, unlike every other crop, which just simply grows one of that crop, the odd onions will also grow carrots as well. So you don't get nearly as many odd onions, but at the same time you can also grow two different types of food, all from the same spot. And the spare carrots I just picked up will go here, as will the remaining odd onion. Just dumping all these pogo fruit and the pink slime. And because I have far more pink slimes than I do any other kind of slime. And then we'll just sell off all these ports. I probably should wait until the prices go back up, but A, I don't feel like it, and B, I need the money for upgrades. So we'll also get the high walls for the chickens, and the vitamizer as well. So hopefully if the slimes do manage to break out, they won't have an easy time getting in here as they would normally. I don't know if the stony hens and the regular hens utilize the same type of roostro, or if I needed, in order to breed with that one stony hen that I picked up, I needed a stony rooster as well. I just can't remember. Let's put more heartbeats in the auto dispenser. Did not know you could smack into that. Good to know. Okay, so if rock slimes eat veggies, okay, so cube fruit is the favorite food of the phosphorus slime. Whichever... what's the favorite food? I thought that was the pogo. Guess not. Oh well. Alright, well, let's sleep until morning. New day, new dollar, such and such, such and such. How are my chickens doing? Hen. Elder hen. The rooster hasn't grown up yet, so... I'm not seeing any more chickadoos, so I won't loot the hens yet. Before we go, let's look at the upgrades. So we have a jetpack, which keep your head in the clouds with this amazing personal jetpack. The jet boots, which these highly advanced and frankly fashion-forward boots reduce energy consumption while sprinting. A pulse wave, which adds a pulse wave emitter feature to your backpack, pushes away slimes whenever you need some personal space. A heart module, which basically increases your health. A power core, which increases your stamina or energy. And a tank booster, which allows you to store 30 things per slot. If you hadn't seen, yeah, it can only hold about 20 things. So let's see if we can... Okay, let's be honest. I'm probably not going to have any more... I have one remaining empty plot left to my name. So it makes no sense to go out and collect new slimes if I have no place to actually store them. So we should work on unlocking either the new area, or the second area, or unlocking either the overgrowth or the grotto. Both of which require 1,795 coin. Prices went down even further. Alright, so selling every plort in a bad market environment gets me 1,023 coin. I probably should have waited, but that would require me doing absolutely nothing. So we do have enough to get the jetpack. You know what, let's get the power core as well. Or I should have gone with the tank booster. Oh well. Heartbeats. Take these plorts. Alright, so that actually does give me enough money by the tank upgrade. Means now all my tanks hold 30. So I can store more stuff in them. I also have the jetpack, which consumes energy, but I can fly now. So hopefully, I'll be able to I'll be able to fly across that gap in the where that broken bridge is in the quarry. And I should probably be looking for chickens, but I don't feel like it. Alright, we're just gonna run past these guys. Ooh, more roosters. Okay, so they produce stony chicks, but I don't think the roostros actually. There's a different kind of roostro. But now that I have more roostros and technically a stony hen, I get a star mill from the 7Z Corporation, the corporate overlords running this whole place. Well, we should now be able to get more stony hens in addition to regular hens. So puddle slimes are, no, I already said that. Puddle slimes are unique in the fact that they don't actually eat anything, and you don't really need to keep them in a pen, you just need water. But out of the water, they, I believe, shrivel up and die relatively quickly. And I don't have a pond right now, so... And we're across. So this is the other kind of slime, the rad slime, radiation slime. These are just hen hens. So it looks like danger is this way. In the form of pink rad largos. Just skip those guys entirely. Let's see what's up here. guess it's just more the same. I think that's that same stone, rock Gordo. Guess it's just a faster way back. So what are you? But you look to be more pogo fruit. And this just dead ends. And we get new mail. Actually, it doesn't dead end. It goes here. We get new mail from Casey, who I believe, if memory serves, is our friend back in, or the old house with the old light and from our old life. And this is a teleporter, which teleports me back to the ranch. I guess it's a one-way teleporter because I can't get back there. Where are you? Oh, that's just a brief description of the port market. So we'll just drop off the puddle ports that we got. As well as the stony hens and chickens. I'm not certain if there's an upper limit. There may be. So you know what, let's just call the hens. So the older hen is an old bird whose egg-laying days are over easy. Let's gather up all the chickens. So that just leaves the two stony chicks because I don't have spare space. We'll put the stony hens back, the roosters back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hens. So that gives us 18 hens and 1 elder hen. Let's build another corral. We don't have enough space. We actually don't have enough coin to, well, build any add-ons to it, but for right now, it'll just give us extra. So let's feed all of our spare chickens to the the tabby Gordo over by that one area that we saw. Gonna take the rooster. I would say you can never have too many roosters, but you actually can. I think they actually appear less frequently as the hens. So I'm never comfortable with having just one male chicken. So now we have 28 chickens to feed the tabby Gordo. I don't believe it's going to be enough. But tabby Gordo was back this way, wasn't it? Yeah, I didn't need to go piss off those phosphorus larvos. Alright, so I don't think two roosters will top it over, so that's really about it for now. And so we'll use some of the spare pogo fruit we picked up to feed those guys. Still took some damage from it, but oh well. Pick up some spare hens. There. the boom slimes hide, go to sleep at night. So that's the boom slime. Careful, these slimes have been known to explode, or at least oops, wrong one. Four of these guys. A combination. Red slimes at radiance so living makes you sick. So I'll take 3 boom slimes and 2 rad slimes. Because I'm probably going to make one of the most dangerous Largo combinations I can think of, a radioactive explosive slime. Oh look, more stony hens. More stony hens here than regular hens. So, pick up the stony hens. Back through here. Wait for the energy to recharge. Jump the gap. The radioactive rock larva. Oh, interesting. These are just regular hens. I feel bad for letting those two go, but oh well, and that's a tar. Yeah, so basically those angry largos are what I plan on making. There's variants of them. And that's radioactive, so you can't really get close to it, but at the same time explosive. Because what's life without a little danger? And the answer to that is safe. No, I don't actually remember what happens when your red counter maxes out. I'm assuming you die. Or, well, pass out, because there's no death in this game. This one, there was a third unique kind of slime in here called the crystal slime, which looked a lot like the rock slime, but well, more translucent and shiny. And here's another slime door, which I need another slime key to open. So that, I believe, leads into whatever, I guess, the ancient ruins. So that's another area past the quarry that I could probably get to. It's down here. Oh, more stony hands. That all that's here? Just a chicken nest? Would say a long way to go for chickens, but stony hens or any specialty kind of hen, because there's more than just hens and stony hens, are sometimes hard to come by. Like heartbeats. Hard to find. And then hen's dead, but then again, although chickens do serve here as food, so no, it's really all it's ever going to do is just die anyway. So, which is mean, I know, but fact of life. And here we are back at the ranch at what was it, 2 a.m.? Yeah, just past 2 a.m. And I just realized why I was collecting all these chickens for. It wasn't to take them back to the farm. These guys are hungry. Alright, so hopefully these won't get out, but let's put the new slimes in the new pen. For now. How are port prices doing? Still low. Okay. Let's feed the pink slimes before that way before they try to escape. Let's make an end rush to that tabby slime. Well, to that tabby Gordo, I should say. So hopefully 11 more chickens. Make that 8 more chickens. Hopefully enough to cause it to go boom. Okay, put more hens on the way. That sounds like a tar. Yeah, that's a tar. It was a tar. Yeah, even the normally happy slimes are afraid of Taurus. Should give you general idea as to how dangerous those things actually are. They also naturally appear out at night, so... Of course, now it's practically daylight out, so... Any more Taurus? No, I guess not. Stock up on water while I'm here, and we proceed on. My chicken. Also my chicken. I guess their favorite food does help. And it goes pop. Got a whole bunch of tabby slimes. A couple of crates. And a telepad. Which teleports me all the way over here. I'm inclined to ask where here is, then... So, this is the overgrowth. Well, this is the overgrowth, one of the two areas I can unlock for just shy of 1800 coin, but because I don't have it unlocked, I can't actually proceed through it. And then this is an area past it known as the docks, where deep down in the great blue sea, I saw 1,000 slimes staring back at me, well, smiling back at me, and I can unlock it for 5,000, which gets me a dock area, which is just simply dock themed, and gives me a few extra places to plots to grow more things. But what it does have is a natural pond, and when I do finally unlock it, what I like doing is keeping the puddle slimes down there. But this is the overgrowth. As you can see, it's somewhat forest or savanna themed. But since I can't get back to my ranch through here, we're going to have to teleport back and then run all the way back through the dry reef just to get back home. With an hen, 7 chickadoos, and a pogo fruit in tow. Right, you're hungry, here, have a pogo fruit. And here we are back at the ranch. Drop the chickens off. Got the ports. Manage to grab. Any more? No, there weren't. Okay. And these guys are already have escaped. Back in there. So prices are still technically low, but I need the funds to upgrade the one pen. Not enough to actually unlock the... Will you get... Back in there. Alright, get me the high walls and the air net. Let's take the auto feeder. What I probably should have gone was spring for the plort collector. But, Alright, so the rad slime's favorite vegetable is the veggies, and well, they eat vegetables, and their favorite food is the orca. Whereas the boom slimes eat meat, and their favorite food is the briar hen. So I don't actually have any. Just take all of these. So it's the rad slimes that eat the veggies. So what I'm going to do is put 2 carrots in here. The rad slimes eat those. Wait until the boom slimes eat the rad plorts. Put more carrots down. Hope that the boom slimes so they'll eat the carrots. Hopefully that one rad slime will eat the boom plort. Come on, eat the boom plort. Ow. That's the auto feeder. So we'll dump those in there. I'll pick up the plort collector, so that way I don't have to go in there to grab all the plorts. And I have more auto onions right now than I do carrots. What I'm going to do is fill the auto feeder with the odd onions, and then leave the carrots in the pen. Take out the couple plorts that are there already. Gets me a small amount of coin. Yeah, they eat briar hens. But they're in the quarry. How can... It's from briar hens or from the overgrowth, the other area that is still locked. Okay, so of the 2 star mills from the 7Z Rewards Club, where Miss LeBeau, the 7Z Corporation would like to extend a very special offer to you. An invitation to the very exclusive, exceptional choice, highly sought after 7Z Reward Club. The Reward Club allows you to earn ultra premium ranks within an exclusive club for only for a semi-ultimate. For only for a semi-ultra premium price. It's just that easy. Each rank grants you a new club title along with unique rewards such as beautiful upgrades to your ranch, exclusive customization options, and more. We look forward to your enrollment. 7Z Corporation, offering you a path to greatness, a large sum of new books at a time. 7Z Corporation. And Casey sends a reply, The Big Storm. I got your mail. Of course, I remember the day. I feel like that was when you and I really connected. It was raining so hard that the streets were flooding. We took shelter in that cafe. It was like a scene from a movie, only we both looked like wet animals. The guy running the shop was a real tyrant. The only way we could stay inside was by ordering one coffee after another. I felt like we learned more about each other that day than ever. Maybe it was the coffee because we were both talking really, really fast. I told you about my dreams, making music and all that. At least that's how I remember it. Walking home when the rain finally came back, you got closer to me and my heart was racing. But I couldn't blame that on the coffee. That's kind of nice. So the Rewards Club current rank is none. To purchase the level 1 Initiate rank,
which seems like a Ponzi scheme or one of those chain letter things.
We get the Rustro Weather Vane for a small sum of 750 coin. Unfortunately, all of my coins going back into feeding the ranch, which will be dealt with next time. Because as far as we've gotten, I mean, we did go expand to the last new plots of the main ranch. We got some new
I don't want to call them cattle, but they're cattle.
In the form of probably the most dangerous larval combination I could think of, but it makes sense at the time. I like pairing the new slimes together, which is why I have a bunch of pink slimes, 5 rock tabby largos, and 5 rad boom largos. So now I just need to do is track down some orca and expand to the 2 areas. Probably going to go with the overgrowth next, mainly because I have a teleporter, which once I unlock the overgrowth, I can get access to that teleporter and not have to walk clean through the dry reef just to get to the locked area, which in hindsight probably should not have unlocked the quarry. But they say hindsight is 20/20, and that's only because you're able to stare backwards with the clarity of knowing what happened, and also being able to filter your memories and only remember the good parts and forget the bad. But I digress, and regardless of whatever I'm talking about, I am calling it here.
Everybody stay safe from the plague and have a good day.